The Gina and Matty podcast.
Coast is getting its own version of Monopoly.
I can't believe this.
And to talk about it is the man behind it, Dale. Good morning, Dale.
Morning, how are we?
Morning,
Really good.
Dale. Why did you choose the Central Coast?
Well, it's best kept secret of New South Wales, isn't it? It
Absolutely.
doesn't get the recognition that it deserves.
And Monopoly's going to put us on the board, literally.
Hopefully, that's the plan, yeah.
Where are you in the process of developing Monopoly Central Coast Edition?
At the very beginning.
This is day one?
This is day one. So we've announced that we are going to do this.
Yep.
It will be developed and on the shelves for Christmas this year. But for us to put it together to create an official Central Coast edition, we need to know what makes the Central Coast what it is.
Right.
So it's an important task. It can come with a bit of pressure to make sure we get it right.
Yeah.
There's probably 1,000 things we could put on there, but we need to obviously work through.
Like all the iconic areas of the coast.
Iconic areas, experiences, your favourite bar, your favourite cafe, what school you went
really?
to. Yeah,
Okay.
all of it.
Things like Community Chest and Chance, do they still exist, or are we calling them like the Tukely Trivia or something like that?
We can change them.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, they stay as Chance and Community Chest, but we do have a lot of fun with those cards and really make it as personable to the area as we can. So can get a bit cheeky, keeping in mind it's a family game.
Yes, of course.
But that's where we can actually really show off the stories and
I love this.
anecdotes. Of
Have you
Central
done
Coast.
any other areas or any, is this new, this whole thing's new, or have there been other cool places in Australia that you've done?
Yeah, well, we've been doing this globally now for 25 years. So basically any edition you see that's not the original London version has come through our team. But yeah, everything from Dubai, which was a massive event, and Mr. Monopoly flew into the Burj Al Arab on the helicopter pad. And
Sick.
Gold Coast was quite cool as well.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Did you have to wear a gold chain and white pants to play that? Is that part of
Blonde hair
getting
and a
into the
spray
character?
Tan? Not me personally.
Okay,
no.
right, sure. You did one for my footy team as well. The Seagulls the Manly Seagulls got a Monopoly board a couple of years ago as well. So obviously, you've got to look at the reptile park. Is going to be something that that's almost a signed, seal, deliver.
Yeah, well, there's obviously iconic locations that
Industry Group Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pelican feeding at the entrance.
Yeah.
The entrance. Have you been up to the entrance? You've got to go up there and have a look.
Yeah.
That could be cool. And what are you thinking are going to be the pawns? The
Tokens, G, tokens.
I know, but I've got my own words for stuff. What have you thought about that yet, or does this all come from today? You're going to think of...
Yeah, well, that comes over the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So in most editions, we at least keep the first, print run with the traditional tokens because everyone's got their favourite anyway.
Yeah.
So we don't want to upset too many people who want to play with the boot, for instance.
Yeah.
But if there are iconic things like that, then sure.
Luke's in Blue Haven. G'day, Luke. What do you reckon?
I thought instead of the waterworks and the electricity company, we could have Wong and Gosford racetrack race courses.
Oh, that is good. There's a few nods and thumbs up around the studio from some of Dale's team here as well.
I think you got the approval just then.
Luke, send the invoice to Star 1045 and we'll pass it on to Dale, okay? Jen, have you got a recommendation?
Oh, I most certainly do. I think to honour a street in Berkeley Vale, Shannon Parade, who has been doing Christmas for, I think, about 20, 25 years. Yeah. So that'd be great if there was a street named after them.
Oh,
Love
that's
that, Jen.
a good idea.
Love that, Jen.
Debbie from Crangan Bay, you've got a suggestion. What do you reckon, Deb?
Summersby Falls. It's a beautiful place.
Yes. I've never been there. Have you been there, Maddie?
No, I haven't.
That's a great
I went
idea.
there for the first time a couple of weeks ago because I've only been up on the coast for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And it was magnificent. So beautiful.
Yeah,
absolutely
unreal.
beautiful.
We'll let the people at Monopoly know that should be on there, the Summersby Falls, okay?
No problem. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You too, mate.
Gina and Matty.
Last week, Bella went out for a ladies' long lunch that turned into an evening that turned into her dropping her keys about 6 times at the door before she could figure out how to put the key in at 11 o'clock at night. But so Dad was in charge, and Dad was just trying to be cool, Dad. You know, it's holidays. Everyone's very emotional and tired and sick of being in the same space as each other, the brothers and sisters. And I was like, you know what we're going to do? we're going to do pizzas and we're going to do a bit of a modern family marathon.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, before we do that, everyone's got to have showers, so you're clean, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a struggle with some of them, the showers. So Stevie's in the shower, the youngest one, the other two are done. And then I'm just getting stuff ready, ordered the pizzas, and then I hear Ziggy's like, Dada, look. And there's water pouring out of the bathroom.
No.
What is going on here? Walk in, and Stevie, totally oblivious, has sat down in the shower and she sat on the drain hole.
She put her,
and it's just
hole on the hole.
it's just flooded up. And it's like one of those old school 80s showers. It's just like a square cube, a rectangle, and you stand in it and you open the door.
Yeah.
So it's come up to the surface and then it's come just leaked out
And
everywhere.
she's not noticing.
She's not noticing. She's just playing with the Barbies in there. I'm like, oh my God. Mopping it up. Just don't tell your mother. Don't tell your mother. Okay, we're okay.
It all
here.
goes wrong when she's not there, right?
Sitting there and we're watching Modern Family and it's an episode that revolves around the menstrual cycle. Billy's having a laugh and then Ziggy turns to me and he goes, what's that about?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, okay, this is really where I need your mother for this one. But then Billy's like laughing at me because she knows that I'm going to. I was like, so I'm explaining periods. Right, to an 8-year-old boy and explaining the period. And he's like, oh, right, that's what the tampons are for. Yeah. So why is she emotional? And I'm like, oh, my God. Okay, I've got to be very careful here because if tomorrow mum starts getting upset, she's like, oh, and then he goes, oh, have you got your period to mum? That's not going to end well for anyone.
Yeah, and who told you that? Dad. You're in trouble again.
So we navigated it, which was great. It's fine. No worries. Then Stevie comes back downstairs. She can't sleep, right? I'm like, okay, still cool dadding. I'm like, okay, right. The other two are having an ice block at this point. She's like, can I have an ice block? Just one of the Zupa Dupas. I was like, sure, have an ice block. She's having an ice block, but she can't sit still. So she's up and about eating the ice block, and then all of a sudden she's like, choking on the Zupa Duper.
No.
Well, Dad was in charge. 43651045. What happened when Dad was in charge? So not only have I dealt with the flooded bathroom, doing period chat, now I've got Stevie choking.
Oh, my God.
And Ziggy freaking out. She's going to die. She's going to die. I'm like, she's not going to die. It's an ice block. It'll melt eventually. I'm like, come on, sweetie. It's all right. She's like, coughs up the ice, and then I'm like, oh my God.
Then you got to clean up the ice block.
Then I'm cleaning up the ice block where I've just mopped the floor because the bathroom is flooded, and they just go, oh, we cannot wait to tell Mum all about
They're
this.
dumping on you.
Kylie, what do you got for us?
My husband, on my first day back from maternity leave after 2 years, my husband's like, yeah, not a problem. I can watch the 2-year-old, the little one's at school. I'll drop the little one at school, 5-year-old. I'll watch the 2-year-old. I'll be fine after working night shift. It will be all good. And the first day, I get a phone call at lunchtime going, I need your help. And what had happened is that he'd decided he's putting my 2-year-old down for a nap on the little sofa lounge. And when he woke up, he had a quick nap as well. And when he woke up, looked at his feet and saw that his feet was blue. My toddler had gotten into the blue toilet loo and massaged his feet and turned his feet blue.
And the toddler's hands, no doubt, too.
And the toddler's covered in blue loo. My husband's feet are all blue. But it gets better because he then got up to start cleaning up, and he looked up our hallway of our brand new house with beautiful white walls to find that the toddler had also gotten into his work bag with a black permanent marker and had a lovely drawing session on the white wall.
You had a feature wall, Kylie, that you didn't even ask for.
Didn't even ask for. So to this day, we nickname him Blue Lou Feet some days. And it does. And when the sun hits the white wall, you can still see the marks on the white wall. She's now turning 15 this year, and we still have a laugh about it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that is amazing, Kylie. Thank you so much for sharing. You've made me feel a hell of a lot better about myself.
Gina and Matty.
As we say good morning to Elise. Hi, Elise.
Hi.
Hi, Elise. How are you going?
Hi. Good, how are you?
Really good. Now, we're reading a little bit about you. You've got a husband and 2 kids. How old are your kids?
Yes. So I have a 7-month-old and a 3-year-old.
Oh, you're in the trenches. You are in the trenches, Elise.
And you're about to have a bigger family?
Yes, yeah. So my partner's son, he's 10. He wants to move in with us. So, so we've got to find a whole bedroom suite for him, I guess.
So that's your fresh start this year. You're starting by the family growing, the 10-year-old's moving in. Have you got room in the house?
Not really.
Yeah.
We live in a 3-bedroom house, and I run a home business, a home beauty salon. So I'd have to give up the home salon to have him move in. But I mean, you do what you do for your kids. So
100%. And then I guess having to, deck out a room for a 10-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, and he's into all the PlayStations and all the expensive things. And
Yeah, what 10-year-old isn't? Seriously. My one's about to turn 10 and her favourite shop is Mecca now. Just,
yeah.
Tell me about anyway. Elise, we got your entry and we got in touch with our good friends at Domain, and Anthony from Domain joins us on the line at the moment. Morning, Anthony.
Morning, guys. Morning, Elise. How are we all?
Morning.
Really good, mate. Really good. Now, you caught wind of Elise's story. Are you on the team at Domain?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, well, we heard how compelling the story is, and Domain wants to jump on board at West Gosford, and we're looking at providing Elise a $2,000 gift card that she can use in store, and hopefully she can find what was his name again? Sorry, the 10-year-old?
Wesley.
Yeah, hopefully you can find Wesley a beautiful brand new bedroom furniture in store.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's going to go $2,000 to spend at Domain Furniture and Bedding at West Gosford, Elise.
Thank you so much.
That is going to...
crying.
I know. That is going to deck out one hell of a bedroom for a 10-year-old, that's for sure.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank you so much. It's been so much to us.
Oh, Elise, you know what? You like we said before, 2 little ones and a preteen moving into the house, and you're sacrificing a bit of your own as you do as a parent. So, and a big thank you, obviously, to Anthony at Domain Furniture and Bedding West Gosford for coming on board.
No problem, guys. Yeah.
Oh, Elise,
we'll see you in store, Elise.
Yes, you will.
That's going to be a fun day when you get to go in there and spend $2,000. That'll be wonderful. Oh, gosh, you got to ring. Does Wesley know? Is he with you now?
No. He's actually with his mum in Sydney. So.
Oh, he'll be so excited when he finds out.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I just did my makeup and I'm going to have to go redo it.
The Gina and Matty Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.